This is Richard Fowler. I'm John Kilpatrick with Okolona Aikido, Louisville, Kentucky, USA. And today we're going to look at a technique that you see advanced people use a lot in freestyle, where they have several people attacking them. And when they're doing that, the attacks aren't real attacks, and the throws aren't real throws in the sense that partners are just taking ukemi. Of course, here my partner's taking ukemi too. We're not, we're trying to do a demonstration. But, so that's the way videos should be. But at any rate, so what I'm doing is a technique that when you see it, it looks a lot like this. So, he's coming with kind of a no attack there, and I'm coming like this and taking that down. And that's how you see it. Let's do it the other way. So he's coming, and so that's the way you see it done. And so we want to make that into something that is really a martial technique. That is something you could really use to defend yourself. And this one is excellent. And so if he's attacking, and this hand. So he's attacking, and so this technique involves leading. In fact, for our throws, leading is extremely important, because leading breaks their structure and sets up for the throw, and it lets me get control of their mind before we ever start the throw, and it makes it real easy. So if just for the leading part of this, when he comes to stab, this hand is leading this and gently pushing it down. When you do this, it's very important not to grab your partner. If you need to, well, a lot of times people come out here and they want to grab this, and when you grab your partner, it creates reflexes that interfere with your throw. I would say it upsets your partner, but that's not quite it. But it creates reflexes to fight that grab, and you don't want fighting reflexes. So if he does it with the other hand, then from this side it looks like this, see? And I'm leading this down. And this throw, the model that I'm using for this is a Yokomen Uchi with a sword. I think most Aikido techniques come from sword technique. This is the way I was taught it. And so with the sword, when he goes, when he goes to come there, I'm cutting and just cutting him down. So with the sword, I'm cutting and cutting it. Let's do it from the other direction so they can see it. Yeah. So it's just cutting down here. And that's what we're going to do empty-handed. So one hand, let's do this side. So this hand is leading, this hand's doing a Yokomen Uchi and hitting him in the neck. Now, my idea of Yokomen Uchi is that, let's say we always have the right hand forward with the sword. So the Yokomen Uchi hits, and you're hitting toward with the sword blade, part of the blade that's near the handle, and you're drawing the sword into you, and then in Aikido we're stabbing back into them. So that's your Yokomen. So when we do this empty-handed, this is hitting here, and then this is very soft, I don't really hit him, and then I pull his head forward. So, and then I'm going to cut down here and lead everything to the floor. So he strikes, and so then with the other hand, and he's coming back. So that's this throw, and it's important to cut him all the way down. A lot of times and you know, I disagree with some of my teachers about this, but I squat when I throw. And I think that if he comes in like he's going to grab or something, you know, and I come in and I grab this and I pull it to me, and you see this a lot. They pull this hand here. Well, they're holding their partner up. It's just really hard to throw him. If you want him to go to the floor, take him to the floor. So that's this technique. We love this. This is a very practical technique. The reason you see people doing it in freestyle a lot, of course, we like to have real attacks. So we have somebody either really trying to hit us, well, not trying to hit us hard, but really striking or really cutting at us. We don't usually practice against grabs. That's what most people in Aikido do, but we don't believe that most people are going to come up and grab our wrist in a real attack. So, but this is a fabulous technique that's extremely fast and easy to do in freestyle.